Do this quick video. This is like my everyday uniform. So the reason I okay, let me get out of this pose. But the reason why I the reason why I want to do this video is that I was prompted, and I don't know if this is what happened or not, or if it was just something else that was going on and I'm just being paranoid. But I was just at my salon and I wanted to go down there, take out some garbage, and then, make sure everybody was okay, check for leaks because it's raining again here. And I was like, you know what? I was talking with one of the leaseholders, and we were just chatting. So there, I noticed out of the corner of my eye, there's this chick, and she was getting a pedicure done. And when she was getting her pedicure done, it's like she had her phone like close to her face, like she was like, how the pose where you taking a picture or you zoom, like you taking a picture or video. And I'm like, why is this lady taking a picture or video? And it's like pointing at me. So I'm like, but again, I could be paranoid, I could be totally wrong. But that prompted me into a whole fantasy and branches of thought and just looking at stuff, and I'm like, okay, if something were to happen, how would you handle it? Would you be mad? And I got to look at my uniform. I go back to it. I don't wear much of anything. Like, even when, like, I don't wear anything special. Like, it's just like these shorts that just about go above my knee, so they're fairly short, and, an old shirt from freaking my college days when I played ball. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, I go to strip clubs looking like this. I don't even really give two fucks. Because I just stopped. I had the closet with all the clothes. The room is junky, so excuse me. But I have the closet with all the clothes, all the foam posits and shoes and all that other shit, and I'm like looking at this, and I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, is this something, and it showed a bit of my insecurity. It's like, am I being made fun of because of like what my attire, so on and so forth? And then I thought about it. Who gives a fuck? This lady is literally a customer in your salon. And even if she was doing that, again, this is showing my insecurity. This is showing bits about me and how I feel, and that I still care what people think about me. And then at the end, by the end of it, up until this video, I was like, who gives a fuck? You just did X, Y, and Z to get this salon going. You get paid, X amount of money per hour at a night job where you really don't do much unless you're totally needed or necessary. And even when you do something, you perform very well. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, Mike, who gives a fuck what this person thinks about you or what they want to say or do? And I think that's something that old me wouldn't have realized, whether it be immediate, sooner or later, what have you. Like, old me wouldn't have really realized that. It would have taken me a long time. I would have felt angry, or I felt a certain way in the moment. And it's just like, you would have, maybe I would have done something rash, or would have been like, addressed her on it and say, hey, listen, man, were you just taking a video of me? Like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't freaking matter. You're a business owner. You're whatever you can say to make yourself feel better, whatever, right? But you're a business owner. You're a hardworking person. And you're not just a single business owner. You're a multiple business. You own multiple businesses. You make sure the people around you are fed, so on and so. Who gives a fuck? And again, I don't know, this just what happened prompted this video and just made me think to myself, yeah, who really gives a flying fuck of what somebody does or say or what have you? And also with the way that you dress, I see, talking to, last little story here. I was talking to a former coworker, and I told him, I was like, yo, listen, you don't know how much it kills me to know that if I didn't invest in this salon, and it's something I have to get over, if I didn't invest in the salon, I could have quit my night job, been working my business full time, but I would have just quit my night job and had one source of income. That's a single point of failure. I would have most likely started another business, but it wouldn't have been on this scale. I wouldn't have been able to support it, or I wouldn't have been able to probably support it as well. I don't know if this was the right path, but it feels good so far. But I said, I could have been easily just sitting, chilling, and not have to really do much of anything, and been sitting on, shit, honestly, I would have been sitting on a year worth of pay. A whole year's worth of pay. Or actually, a year's worth of bill money. A little bit less than what my pay would have been. Probably would have been sitting on at least like 30, 40 grand. And just running my business and kind of taking and then running my business and getting that a little bit better. But I do actually, I appreciate the position I'm in because it's exposed me to a new industry, and I think it's something that's going to flourish and get a little bit bigger. But again, one, who cares how you look? Two, you have to remember what you're doing and what your plan is. And if your looks or your perceived status by others is possibly less than, or even in your own mind you feel it is less than, that shows you may need to make improvement in yourself. And even with all the work that I'm done, I'm still susceptible to it. And I still have a lot of work to do, and I've said that before, and I totally believe that there's a lot more work to do. I'm just not old enough and not seasoned enough to be, I guess, infallible in a sense. I think that's the right word. Or to be that guarded or armored up or resistant or tolerant to certain things and stimuli. I'm better than I was. I'm on the journey to be better than I ever was. And I will always look back at, where I came from and understand that, hey, understand that I made an improvement. And this video just makes me realize that saying these things and putting these little snippets of my life out there is more of a diary, and I hope it helps those who listen, my nephew especially, and my athletes. I hope it helps those who listen cut through a lot of this bullshit and get to a point of success and higher thought faster. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.